Good evening and welcome to the Grove SFL Earth Day Special. Next Wednesday is the 56th Earth Day, and I was there for the first one. Maybe not all of you were, but I remember the first one in 1970. And for 56 years, I've been, hoping we get it together. But we have made strides. We have the EPA now that regulates pollution. At least we know what's in our water, whether we like what's in there or not. Millions of trees have been planted in environmental impact studies have been done, and we don't use DDT anymore as much as we did a little bit, but not like it was before. So it has done good things. The theme for this year, for 2026, is My Planet, My Power, or Our Planet, Our Power. And it gives you the idea of putting the responsibility back in the hands of the people. Governments are just going to do so much. Politicians are going to be greedy. Corporations are going to be greedy. So it's just a time where we can stop and think, what can we do as individuals to help the environment, the planet? And so I picked plastic because it's everywhere, right? Now, the word plastic is derived from an ancient Greek word, plastikos, which means able to be formed, to be shaped. And in the modern usage, it's mostly refers to solid synthetic products made by petrochemical derived manufacturing processes. It's plastic. Plastic is the world's most versatile and commonly used materials. It's strong, it's lightweight, it's durable, making it ideal for everything from packaging to construction. However, plastic also poses a very serious threat to our environment. It takes centuries for plastic to break down. And when it does break down, it breaks down into poisonous chemicals that seep into the air and into the ground. From 1950 to 2017, approximately 9.2 billion metric tons of plastic were produced, with more than half of that being produced since 2004. Now, think about that. That was 2017. That was almost 10 years ago, right? What's been happening in 2023 alone? Early estimates show over 400 million metric tons of plastic have been produced globally. If current trends continue, annual worldwide plastic production could surpass 1.3 billion tons by 2060. Now, the main applications for this plastic is packaging. 40% goes into packaging. Only 20% it goes into construction. So the majority of plastic is used and thrown away or hopefully recycled immediately. Plastic waste is a major contributor to climate change, and it's estimated that there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish by 2050. But don't worry, we have RFK, who was promised to spend $100 million of taxpayers' money to research whether or not we should be monitoring this. I'm being sarcastic. The hope lies in the fact that people like ourselves can reduce, reuse, recycle, upcycle, repurpose plastics into new products. And there are many ways we can do it ourselves. So let's consider some of those ways. First of all, recycling. Do you know what your city recycles as far as plastic? In Tamarack, they take plastic containers number 1 through 7, but no caps, no lids, no plastic bags. We plarn those. The reason why there's no caps or lids in the recycle bin is because if you put the cap back on your bottle, first of all, it's the wrong kind of plastic. It won't melt at the same rate. It will come popping off like a projectile and put someone in danger at the plant. The same thing is with plastic bags. The plastic bags get all tangled up in the machinery, and a human has to go down there and untangle it. So that's why we don't put any kind of plastic bags in the recycle bin. And we don't want to throw them away, so that's why we have our plarning initiative. That saves, every mat saves 700 plastic grocery bags from the landfill. All right. So, one way we can say no to plastic is say no to the plastic bags. Use reusable bags. And it will make me angry if you bring less bags to plarning because you used your reusable bags, okay? Because I was asked one time, what are you going to do with when there's no plastic bags left? Like, well, I'm going to do a little dance and then I'm going to find something else to do, If you are using less plastic bags because you are not using them at all, I'm very happy. Pro tip though, keep those bags in your car because you're going to get to the shopping, you're going to get to the supermarket and you've forgotten your reusable bags, and then what are you going to do? You're going to use plastic bags, and paper bags are not really a good alternative because it takes more water to make paper than plastic. So in one way or the other, you're hurting the environment unless you reuse your bags. And a super pro tip, say you're buying bananas, you don't need to put that in a plastic bag. Just buy your bananas. You don't have to, it'll be put in your bag to take home. So the less bags we use, the less bags the grocery store needs to buy, the less bags that need to be produced. That's the idea. Now, if you do have bags that can't be plarned, we have a brand new section of our initiative. We have the pillows that come in the tote bags, right? So you get yourself a 3-gallon bag and you fill it with all these things that come from Amazon, right? All these things that come off of the packaging, plus your yarn, your plarn scraps. And when this is real full, you zip it up, and then this was Cindy's idea, and she makes these beautiful tote bags, and you put it in there and it becomes a pillow that goes out with our mats. So there's a way to reuse those bags because we can't get away from it. Everything we buy is going to be in some kind of plastic. It's hard to get away from it. We could skip the straw at the restaurant, or we can bring our own bamboo straw, steel straw, even a plastic straw. If you keep reusing it, you don't throw it away, then it doesn't go to the landfill. And a pro tip there would be to, when you order your beverage, say no straw, please. Because once they've already brought it and maybe they've opened it or they got it wet on the table, it's still going to go in the garbage whether you use it or not. So say no straw, please, when ordering your drink. Stop buying bottled water. Now, there are occasions at the meat hall where we get bottled water. I know everybody loves bottled water, but I would much rather see people bringing their own cups from home and taking ice from the freezer and filling it up. I used to make lemon water and they would just sit there, but you don't know how many of those plastic bottles I've had to throw away because they've been half drunk and left in this mead hall. It just, it irks me, that people open them, they don't drink them all the way, but if that water was in a, little plastic cup, we could water a plant with it or something. The less plastic we use, the better. Now, those plastic bottles are recyclable, but they, as far as all the bottles that are made, the recycle plant only sees about 9% back. 9% of plastic water bottles return to the recycle. People do not recycle.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's a shame. It's a shame. And that's, something like having the two garbage cans like we have here in the mead hall. One is marked garbage, one is marked recycle. So you're going to take your cap off the bottle. You're going to put the cap in the garbage. You're going to put the bottle. And I even made a little plaque over the recycle bin of all the things that you can put in there. Because it's hard to remember, paper, plastic, no plastic bags. So we make it easy on ourselves, then we're going to do it. Make it easier to do it.
Okay.
Invest in a coffee mug so that you're not getting a plastic cup from Starbucks every day. Those get thrown away or hopefully in the recycle. But this doesn't incorporate any plastic at all that gets in the landfill. Switch to bar soap. Carl and I have started buying these shampoo bars. They are great. And they come with these little bags that you put them in that make them like exfoliating. And they lather up. And these bars will last 3 weeks. Then you can get them in body wash and conditioner. Right? Same with laundry products. So Carl and I are just the two of us. We only generate 2 or 3 loads a week at the most. So I was buying these pods because that's more economical than the liquid and less plastic. But still, what am I going to do with this? I don't want to throw this away, but I got to figure out what to do with it. This is what I did with the container that I get my protein in. See? So you got a little stash. Your Nomi, protects your stash. And this one is this one is a stash shroom, right?
Oh,
This is I gotta get the opener here. This is the Mentos gum that I like to chew.
oh,
Right? So it becomes a stash room. So you can put anything in there. You could even keep the gum in there, and then just there. Right? So laundry detergent. I switched to leave it. Laundry detergent, I switched to sheets. Now you use sheets, right, for your laundry detergent?
I do.
You do?
Mhm.
I thought you did.
I have some, but instead of getting the big plastic containers, sometimes I order my pods in a cardboard box.
Cardboard box. All right. Look for things that come in cardboard boxes. Good pro tip. These are nice. You've used a sheet or a sheet and a half. There's 240 loads in this box. It costs about $15. It might seem crass to count the costs when you're saving the environment, but if we can't afford it, it's not sustainable. It's not something we can buy all the time. If this is going to keep plastic out of the landfill and save us money, then we're going to do it, right? So this is orange flavored. It's really nice. And dryer sheets. I know that you can use dryer sheets instead of liquid fabric softener, but did you know that the dryer sheet itself is non-biodegradable, non-compostable fabric? It is plastic. And so that's also plastic waste. So what I use is my bowls. my bowls. These are my little, these are my yarn, my wool.
Bah.
Bah. I get sheep. You know, you can get these with pandas on them. I didn't want to do that because you'd steal it from me. These are mine. These are my balls, and they stay. They stay in my dryer. They live in my dryer, and when I throw the wet clothes in there, they bounce around. They keep them fluffer noodle, and they actually dry faster. So you're saving energy there too. The clothes dry faster because it keeps them separated, and they don't wrinkle because the.
Now, how did you get that around each of the walls?
No, you buy them. You buy the balls.
them that way,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah. You get some just a wool dryer balls.
Wool dryer.
Wool dryer balls. And these three probably cost $10, but it says they're good for 1,000 loads. I can't see where they're ever gonna not be good, but maybe they get condensed or whatever, but 1,000 loads of fabric softener would cost you more than $10, right? Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what else we got? Jeez.
Mhm.
Okay. Witchy pro tip you can do with these dryer balls is you can infuse them with an oil, with essential oils. I like this. I keep a little spray bottle of Florida water and I spray them and put them in so you can add intention to your laundry. So if you need some courage, right, for something and you want to dress for the occasion, just put something like cinnamon or something warm-blooded, little oil on those balls, and then they'll infuse your thing, because that's a lot of people use the dryer sheets for the fragrance. Right? Toilet paper and paper towels come wrapped in plastic for most time, and this is not recyclable.
You call Carl and put a bidet in.
And you put a bidet in, so you don't use as much, but the meat hall uses a lot of toilet paper. There's a lot of people here all the time. And so what I started doing was, this is called professional toilet paper. There's nothing professional about the toilet paper. It's just wrapped in paper so that it can sit in a professional setting. It's like for hotels and stuff. But I buy a case of 80 of these. And they're 50 cents a piece, which is cheaper than buying it at the grocery store. And like if you wanted to go in together, three people, buy one case and split it, that's,
Penny.
right. 80 for $40. You get 4 people and you split it. It's gonna last you a while.
You can also buy bulk regular toilet paper in paper towels, because when I used to work at the kennel job,
Mhm.
we used to buy the bulk and it will come in cardboard boxes and wrapped in the paper instead of the plastic.
Right. Yeah, this is bulk, professional. It's like for businesses and stuff. Right, or if you had a place where you had a lot of bathrooms to serve. So, and the paper, then you can put in the burn box for fire starters. In fact, in our fire, this is a healing fire that I have set up for later. The bottom is one of these with all the herbs, with the chamomile and the what else is in there? I got it written down. It's like a sachet I made with this paper. I thought it was appropriate to use the paper that is saving the environment for a ritual to save the environment, right? So there you go. It doesn't cost you more. You just have to think. You have to think about it and look for ways. A real super pro tip would be to buy reusable cloth wipes instead of paper towels and wash them. That would be that would be the ultimate, but it's never going to be perfect, and you're going to have reasons to buy different things, but if you shop mindfully, you can make a big difference.
Yeah, at work, they have a box called rags, which are basically reusable cloth bags, and you actually can wash them and you just,
Yes. Yeah, at the deli we used to have horse rags, that was something that was called horse something. And you could wet them and wring them out and use them several times before you threw them away. Try to limit the amount of plastic things you buy. That seems like a no-brainer, but you know, like if you need a dustpan and you order a metal one, you know, yes, yay, metal one, it's gonna come wrapped in plastic. So, damned if you do it, damned if you don't.
So,
So
growing up,
don't beat yourself up.
growing up, I'm not sure if growing up, I'm not sure if it's like a total Hispanic tradition, but every Hispanic house I've ever lived in, instead of having a regular plastic mop, they use a towel that's been used.
That's a
And
Cuban mop.
yeah,
They work.
Oh,
They
yeah.
work. They really do. And then you just throw it in the washing machine, put a sheet of in there and clean it all up. That's good. That's good. Now, pro tip for shopping, there are online stores that are plastic free. You can look for them. The Zero Waste Store is online and it ships without any plastic packaging. And all of their items are plastic free. A little expensive. But there is a super pro tip that I have. We have a zero waste store here in Fort Lauderdale. It's called the Verde Market. It's on Oakland Park Boulevard. And you have to bring your own containers, like you have to bring jars and bags and things and your canister set, and then you fill it with the beans and the rice and the oatmeal, and you buy it by the pound. You put you bring your ball jar and you put it on the scale and you get the tare weight and you so that they're not charging you for the jar. You fill it with the oatmeal, you put it back and you weigh it. And then you buy the oatmeal, just the oatmeal itself, you know? So I'm thinking we need to have a field trip to that place because I'd like to see it. It's just aisles of canisters, you know, but you have to bring your own containers. It's interesting. Interesting concept. So invest in metal and glass food containers. My daughter-in-law is great about this. Their refrigerator, all nice, neatly stacked with color coordinated. And I'm like, oh, this is heavy. You know, the glass is heavy, but it's better for you in the long run. Carry a container with you in the car when you go to the restaurant, so you're not getting a styrofoam to-go box. Right? Right? Even if it's one of your own Tupperwares, plastic thing, you're not generating a new one. Right? And actually, silicone is a greener alternative to plastic. It can be recycled more easily than plastic. And when it is recycled, it yields an oil used in industrial lubricants. So don't be afraid of those silicone lids that are on glass containers and stuff like that. That's a better deal. And then buy secondhand. Then you're not generating more stuff. You know, the thrift store is the place to be because that is a zero impact on the environment because that thing has already been made and used once and you're reusing it or using it for something else, right? And it's fun. It's fun to go treasure hunting at the thrift store. Just remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not going to be perfect. Don't beat yourself up. Just small, gradual changes that you can maintain and sustain will make a difference. And that will be a successful Earth Day. Transitioning happens gradually. Every little bit helps. All right. So I wrote a ritual. Now I will pick up my two papers. I got so excited. I was flinging papers. All right. Take a little sip out of my metal cup. Right? We're going to do a ritual for the planet's self-healing, like an encouragement of a self-healing, like a homeopathic kind of a deal for the environment. And what we're going to get out of it is some black salt that we can then use in our ritual spaces or altars for protection and healing and whatever else you use black salt for. And the idea that came about when I was getting this ritual plan was something that I read in 2016. Researchers in Japan identified Ideonella sacchariniensis,
Well, that's a mouthful.
a bacterium. You don't want a mouthful. It's a bacterium capable of breaking down polyethylene terephthalate, PET, a plastic widely used in bottles and packaging. The ocean is trying to heal itself from the plastic that the people are putting into it. This discovery proved that bacteria could adapt to metabolize synthetic plastics as a carbon source. Such findings suggest that bacteria could play a role in bioremediation by reducing plastic pollution in oceans and landfills. However, natural degradation is slow, with bacteria only nibbling at the plastics rather than rapidly eliminating them. Scientists are exploring ways to harness and enhance these enzymes for industrial applications, aiming to develop cellular recycling systems where plastics are broken down into reusable chemical components. I wish them well on this, and I hope that they do this mindfully and without causing other problems. I'm thinking about
Yeah.
like a Japanese horror film where this bacterium is going to run away with Godzilla and eat all the plastics in the world. Can you imagine that if everything just
Yeah, just looking at it.
all the
It's actually
plastic just disintegrated?
Yeah.
Planes would fall. Anyway, let's hope it doesn't come to that. But let's hope that we can encourage, and that's what this ritual is about, to encourage that bacterium and anything else that the ocean can do to help us in this repairing our folly, man's folly. So this ritual will be in honor of Salacia, the goddess of seawater. Salacia's symbolism goes beyond her identity as a sea goddess. She embodies ocean fertility, its bounty, and the importance of respecting nature. In Roman art, she is frequently depicted with symbols of water and abundance, such as shells, fish, and waves. These images are meant to remind viewers of the ocean's crucial role in supporting life and the need to live in harmony with the environment. So we will begin with sea salt. This is sea salt, right?
Mhm.
And sea salt is made by evaporating seawater or salt water from lakes with minimal processing to retain trace minerals. However, ocean exposure to pollution means sea salt may contain microplastics. Now, pink Himalayan salt, on the other hand, is mined from salt mines in Pakistan, formed from prehistoric seas millions of years ago. Hand mined and minimally processed, it is free from modern pollutants. There are no microplastics in pink Himalayan salt. That's good to know. So everyone stand in front of a shell, please. We have these shells as our receptacles. Grab a shell. Carl, are you going to shell with us?
Chef shell.
That's his. There, we'll put it on here.
Have a shell of a good time.
Shell with us. Right. So I'm gonna pass around the sea salt first and just take a spoonful of salt, place it in your shell, and pass it along. Then I'm going to take some pink Himalayan salt, right? And put it right on top of that sea salt. Right? And say, may the oceans be healed.
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 May the oceans be healed. May the oceans be healed.
Now pick up your shell, hold it aloft, and repeat after me. Salacia, goddess of the sea.
Salacia, goddess of the sea.
Ocean life and fertility.
Ocean life and fertility.
Guard the smallest of your throngs.
Guard the smallest of your throngs.
They strive to right our selfish wrongs.
They strive to right our selfish wrongs.
May they cleanse your ocean's foam.
May they cleanse your ocean's foams.
And thereby save our only home.
And thereby save our only home.
Now add your salt to the ritual fire. In the cauldron, my burning cauldron, a healing fire is set. The kindling of cinnamon, allspice, and eucalyptus, and a paper sachet of chamomile, bay leaf, fennel, and rose petals, with pine and elderberry woods. Now, the fire tender will take this out to the fire pit and he will burn it fast with alcohol and torch to make ash as quickly as possible. What we will be doing while that's happening is going out there to witness this fire and singing. There are the words to the chants we will be singing on our way while we watch this fire. And then once we have ash and we have stirred it smooth, we will add more sea salt, black pepper, and activated charcoal to create our black salt, and everyone will get a share in their little black metal container, not plastic. Are you disappointed?
No.
Okay, shall we take the camera with us?
We will take the camera with us.
Right, so there'll be a momentary change of location.
In ritual. Come along, camera folk.
and growing. Down to the sea, mother carry me, the child. We see, mother carry me down to the sea, me down to the sea. The river is flowing, flowing and growing. River is flowing down to the sea. Mother carry me, child, and you'll always be. Mother carry me down to the sea. For our water cleansing, powerful, healing, changing. I am born of water cleansing, powerful, healing, changing. I am born of water cleansing, powerful, healing, changing. I am born of water cleansing, powerful, healing, changing. I am, we are the blood, we are the earth, we are the earth, we are the west, we are the blood, we are the earth, we are the west, we are the blood, we are the earth, we are the west, we are the west. We are the flow, we are the essence, we are the mission and Father's hand. We are the flow, we are the end. We are the fever, we we are the flow, we are the end. We are the mission we are the flow, we are the end. We are the fever, we are the end. We are the flow, we are the end. We are the mission. We are the flow, we are the end. We are the fever, we are the end. We are the flow, we are the end. We are the mission. We are coming from the fire into the reach, shall return like a cup of rain, going to the ocean. We all come from the fire and to the reach, shall return like a drop of rain, going to the ocean. To the
This is before down the house. You don't touch the black iron.
Just pour it from tall and say a few words about how purifying salt is.
How about if you face this camera?
Step around to the south
Yeah,
so you can face the camera.
it's a good idea. But I can
Good idea.
see ya.
That would be good.
Yes. No, superstar. The salt of the earth is truly the salt of the earth in all and us all. We're just
This is big. This
This
is
is
big.
big.
Pour it all in. Pour it all.
Whole thing, yep.
The whole thing.
There's no meat in here.
We're making the salt, baby. Mm.
Give it a flourish. Yeah, it smells.
Woo-hoo. Sure, everybody's gonna want a little bit of this black stuff. We can use this in all of our rituals. I'm gonna use it in the hurricane protection. Ritual.
Now you gotta keep tapping it, there's a chunk.
There you go. Oh, what for?
That's right.
Lisa. Arrow. Lacia, that's a D. Right?
That's good.
This is gonna be easier for the next person.
Yeah.
Candace, thank you for that.
Sit down now.
The next one is the pink Himalayan salt to add the love to this sea salt that blends and adds a healing energy. to this Mixture.
Oh, it's fun. Yeah.
For the love from all of us to that we love this planet, we added to cleanse and to heal.
Don't motivate.
Black pepper for protection. Would you like to add? Take the lid off and pour it in. Now,
And pepper add protection for us all with the sea. The whole thing.
the whole thing, you can take the whole lid off. Don't fit in there. Don't sneeze. Last but not least, Miss Debbie. This Moonfire, would you add the activated charcoal?
Made this charcoal activates its ritual intention into this potion.
Ooh. That's nice. Fire tender, stir us up. Don't worry about it, it's good for you, breathe it in. It purifies the lungs. We believe it's ready, you can transfer it to our non-burning cauldron. And let's start cooling off, so. Watch the peppers, and that's what we'll be. I can taste the pepper. Okay. Still black as coal. Isn't that pretty? Yay! Thank you, Felicia, for helping us help ourselves. We know we cannot save this planet. This planet doesn't need saving. We are saving ourselves. Help us. We are feeble, but we are willing. Let the like-minded people work together so that we shall leave something for our children's children to inherit. Blessed be. Thank you. So Modiki, thank you for everyone for participating in this ritual. Everybody gets to take some of this black salt home, and the rest will be at the mead hall for people as they come. And maybe willing to mail some to Shine if she would really like some, and I will definitely do that. Now let's see if this. No, it's still cold, but it's hot. It's still hot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while.
But in that aluminum pan, that'll draw the heat out of it, so.
I'll take it inside to the air conditioner. Isn't this fun?
It is fun.
We did magic.
Reassemble inside the meat
Yeah.
hall again.
Well,
Reassemble.
let's say what-
Camera shall move.
When,
When you were with us.
listening to the lyrics last thing, when I tried to do the other.
We're trying to listen.
Oh, they got that poor cat. just-
Going back inside now, everybody.
You're the sweet to stop and say,
Okay. Put it right back where it was.
Thank you, Carl.
You're welcome, John.
Okay.
That was so cool.
Okay, right back where it was.
Love the process.
Yeah. Oh, you should smell the pepper. Holy cow.
I smell
Oh,
just.
wow.
I do. Oh my God.
It's,
It's peppery.
it's got some strength in there.
All that's left in here is like a couple of pine cones. That's what's left of that big old pine cone.
Yeah.
But you know, if
Wow.
you take some of it, you can use your mortar and pestle to make it fine if you wish, but hey, this is pure protection here. So, I'm just gonna leave it as soon as it's cool.